Hello, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Rachel, and today I'll be discussing my family's October 2022 budget with you. We're a family of two. We both work full-time. I work from home while my husband goes out to work. So I just want to get started with this so that this video doesn't get too long. So here I just have our income. Income 1 stands for one of us, and then income 2 is for the other person. So I'm just going to fill it all in now. So for income 1, we have $5,133.98. And then for income 2, we have $4,522.71. For side hustle this month, I don't anticipate anything coming in for side hustle, side income, but I'm just going to leave it at 0 for now. If anything changes, I'll put it here when I do my budget closeout at the end of the month. So for this month, let's just add these two incomes together and see what we come to. So the first one is 5133.98 plus 4522.71, so a total of 9,656.69. And let me just mention, so this income here, we are Christians and we believe in tithing, so we've already taken out tithes from this before the budget, so that's already out of it. And then this income is what we made the previous month, so we always budget for the current month with the income from the previous month, just because our income is not fixed every month, like the same amount, because we do like overtime and all of that, so it depends on how much extra hours we do. Our regular income is fixed for sure, but the extras will come from overtime and anything else, so it's not fixed month to month, not the same amount. So this amount is what we made in September minus tithe, so tithe is already out of this one. All right, so we have $9,656.69 to work with. So I'll just be starting with this items over here. The first column or the first group here are the ones that usually don't change month to month. They remain the same except for, let's say, groceries and gas, but I still put it here because these are all the fees that we need to pay for to keep our four walls. So all the most important things to us, our house, our car, food, we keep it here. So this first category here is like the most important, essential things that we absolutely have to pay for every month. So starting with our property taxes and fees, we bought a townhouse, and even though we pay mortgage, we still have to pay condo fees as well. So that's what this is. And then property tax, of course, is if you have a property, you have to pay taxes on that to the government. So this one comes out on the 1st of every month, and the amount for that is $465.30. This column here is for account, like it tells me which account the payment is coming out from. So for this one, it's coming from our check-ins, so I just put C here, and then I'll fill up this part when we do the monthly closeout. So I'll just leave this blank for now. And then for groceries, our grocery bill usually, let's say like 400 500 monthly, but for this month we've run out of a lot of our staple foods and household needs. This also contains our household items like paper towels, cleaning products, and everything. So I put it with groceries just because we get them from the same place, so I didn't just want to split it, so I put groceries and household in this same category here. And this month also, the reason why it's a little higher this month is because we have a house guest, so we had to add person to our budget because our guest has to eat, right? So for groceries this month, we're taking the payment out on the 1st, and we just budgeted 800 this month. Yes, it's a little high, but that's just for this month, and this one is coming from the credit card. And then utilities is on the 9th. So utilities would be heating, electricity, water, that type of thing. So all of it is under this one. And the price for that, because they send it like weeks in advance, so I already know what this one is. So it's $250.16, and this one is also from credit card. Our mortgage comes out on the 16th of every month, and that is $1,586.24, and that one comes straight from the check-ins account. I really wish all these bills would just come out from the credit card, because the more you use a credit card, the more the cash back you get. But some of these bills, like the mortgage for instance, they won't even hear of it. They wanted it from the check-ins and nothing else, as well as this property taxes and fees. They also want it from the check-ins, so we couldn't put that on the credit card. But anyway, move on. So for insurance, we have insurance for the house as well as 2 cars. This one comes out every 20th, and we pay $564.02. Luckily, this one we can take it from the credit card. Our phone bill every month is taken on the 21st, and that one for 2 phones is $180 flat. This one also comes out from the credit card. Next is our internet. That one is taken on the 25th monthly, and we pay $64.28 also from the credit card. So the next one is gas. Like I mentioned earlier, I work from home, so I don't really go out that much, maybe twice a week or thereabouts. So I only buy gas twice a month. Meanwhile, my husband goes out every day to work, and so he buys gas every week. So for the gas, I just put 30th here as the dates, because we buy it all through the month, but I put 30th as being the last day of the month or close to the last day of the month. And for that, we just budget $500. We pay less most times, but yeah. And that one is from our credit card. All right, so let's just add all of this up to see what it comes to. So $465.30, 800 250.16, 1586.24, 564.02, 180, 64.28, and 500. So that gives me 4,410. So to keep our 4 walls every month, we can reduce the grocery bills for sure, but to keep our 4 walls, like, you know, the ultimate absolute necessities, we have to have at least 4,400 every month, or give or take. All right, so then if we take this from this, 9656.69, so we have $5,246.69. That is what we're carrying down, carrying down, however you like to say it, to this next category. So this one here, they are like our savings and debt repayments section. So for this one, this is the group savings. I mentioned this, I remember I mentioned this in my first video. A group of us, 7 of us, we come together to give an equal amount of money every month, and then every month one of us takes the total contribution for the month. For me, I'll be taking my total contribution in December, but I still have to pay every month a fixed amount. So that's what this is. And the last day that we're expected to drop that amount is on the 28th, and the amount is $2,000. And this, of course, is taken from our check-ins. And then line of credit, we have a debt. If you haven't seen my debt confession video, please watch it. If I'm able to put it in the cards, I'll do so. If I figure out how to do it, I'll do so, but I'll leave a link in the description. So please watch my debt confession video. I mentioned that we have a debt on our line of credit. So this is due on the 12th, and we pay a minimum of 200 every month. This also comes from the check-in. I'm going on a trip this month. I've been planning this trip for some time now, so I have to make arrangements for this. So I'm leaving on the 20th, so I'm going to take my trip allowance, so to speak, on the 20th. So that would be $1,000, and this is also from my check-ins. Next is credit card. So I mentioned in my desk confession video that we have some credit card balances from two different credit cards, or three different credit cards. Thankfully, we've been able to clear all that debt, but we still have some we're carrying over to October. So that is what this is. We have to pay this by the, I believe it's the 12th as well, and that is $500. We were not able to clear all of this with our last month's income, so we brought this forward to October. So we have to clear this, and this has to come from the check-ins. And then next we have sinking funds. So for this one, we have a medical bill due in January. I have to go on another medical procedure, so we just started to start saving up for that in advance. It's not so far away anymore, so it's in here. And then we're immigrants to Canada, so in December we have to, or we'll be taking the citizenship tests and paying for the fees to become citizens of Canada. So it's about 1,300 for two of us. So we started saving for that as well. So it's also in here. And then things like Christmas and, you know, things like that. So if you've never heard of sinking funds, they're just like a bucket you put aside and save money into for things that are definitely gonna come. So things like Christmas comes every year, so you already know. So people save for that in advance. If you have like a special event you're planning for, you can set up a sinking fund for it, for car maintenance, for house maintenance, all those kind of things. So that's what this is for. And the payments for this will be taken out on the 20th. And we've put aside, or we've budgeted $1,000 for this one. No, actually it's 700. No, not 1,000. 700 for this, and that's also coming out from the check-ins. And then the last one is investment. We really love to increase this, but for now, for this very month, our budget is quite tight, so we're just gonna put $100 in investments for this month, also from the check-ins. So let's just add this all up. So for the second category here, we have $2,000 plus 200 plus 1,000 plus 500 plus 700 plus 100. So that's 4,500 for this one. So I'll bring it down here. And then I take that from the leftover from the previous category. So minus 5246.69. So we have $746.69. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but we try to do a zero-based budget where all your income equals all your expenses, and then at the end of the day you have zero left. So that's what we try to do. So now for this last category here, we just have two things for now. Family tax. This is just, you know, an amount that we've set aside for family members, like our parents, siblings, you know, family generally that need one thing or the other from us. This is the buckets for them, so to speak. So this one comes out on the 30th. And we are setting aside $500 for them. And lastly, personal spending also on the 30th. So this is if we need to buy anything for ourselves. I'm already taking $1,000 for my trip, so this will just be for my husband. $246.69, and it's very, very much lower than mine this month, just because he agreed for me to take the chunk of it because I'm going on a trip. So if you add these two up, we just have, I don't need to use a calculator for this one. All right, and of course that equals the amount we have left over from here. So we have zero here. All right, so that's it. start our budget. You know, you don't have to be, if you're starting to budget for the first time, don't be too strict on yourself. Like, you're gonna make mistakes. Even people that have been doing it for many years, they still make mistakes. That's normal. And don't expect that every month is gonna go exactly as you plan. That is never going to happen. It's not a curse or anything. That's just the way it works in real life. You make your plans, you pray that everything goes well, but things pop up as the weeks go by. So the budget is just like a guide, so you know what you have, what you're expecting, and what you're expecting to spend. So if you're spending too much in one area, you can see that, oh, this one it's too much, let me cut back on this, or adjust it as need be. But don't feel too bad, and don't be too hard on yourself if you try and you fall, you fail here and there. It's okay, just keep at it. As long as you don't give up, as long as you know that budgeting is what you need and budgeting is what's going to keep you on track, then please continue to do it. A lot of people feel like when you budget, it means you're poor. I don't agree with that, because even if you earn $1 million every month and you don't sit down to tell your money where to go, at the end of the day, that $1 million will not be enough. So no matter how much you're earning, it's always a good idea to set out a plan for your money and tell it where to go. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please please subscribe to my new channel. I really like to continue to bring you videos. If there's anything you don't understand and you want me to explain, please put it in the comments. Let's just talk, let's have a conversation, and let's build a community. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.